everyone, it's Kiki. Welcome back to my channel for another video. And before I get started, let me say welcome to all of my new subscribers. I'm so happy to have you, and I hope that you are enjoying my videos thus far. And of course, to my old subscribers, thanks for joining me. Y'all rock. Y'all already know that. Okay, y'all, so my foundation of choice today is going to be my Maybelline SuperStay, and it looks like this. Okay, and my color is actually cocoa. So of course I've already washed. Okay, I'm moisturizing using my Ambi moisturizer that looks like this, as well as I use my Clean and Clear Dual Action moisturizer. I just mixed the two. So this is what I use to moisturize with, you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is prime my face. And the primer that I'm going to use looks like this. Okay, and it's by Claudia Stevens, and you can actually find this primer at Sally's Beauty Supply Store. So I'm going to use this, as well as I'm going to use some Milk of Magnesia, and this is just like the generic brand, you guys, that I got from Kmart. Okay, and what I did with the Milk of Magnesia was just put it in this little e.l.f. spray bottle, and normally what I do is just put a little bit of this on the palm of my hand. Okay, and as you can see, it's like a gel-like consistency. So I'm going to take the primer, and what I like to do is concentrate it mainly on my cheek area. And the reason I concentrate it more on my cheek area is because that's where I mainly have most of my pores. Okay, so this primer is going to help fill in my pores. Okay, it doesn't really do too much for blocking out the oils, but it's really good for filling in pores. Okay, so I'm just going to just spread this all over my face, concentrating it more on the cheek area, of course. So now that I have the primer on, what I'm going to do is take my Milk of Magnesia that I put in this e.l.f. bottle, and I just do maybe like 4 or 5 squirts in my hand. And the reason why I use this spray bottle is because I can control it better versus it being in the big bottle. And I just take and rub my fingertips in it, okay, and get some of the product on my fingertips, and I just rub it into my skin in a circular motion right over top of that primer. And this Milk of Magnesia is going to help block out the oils in my skin. This stuff is really great for that. Just like, it's awesome. I like it because it doesn't break me out, and it's just really good. Okay, so now that I have that on, what I'm going to do is let it sit for about maybe 2 or 3 minutes, just to let it absorb into my skin. This is actually optional. You really don't have to. You can just go ahead and put on your foundation if you like, but I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so now that the primer and the Milk of Magnesia has set on my skin for a few minutes, I'm just going to take my foundation and just shake it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a little bit on the back of my hand. Okay, and that's just going to give me more control over the product, because as you see, it doesn't have a pump to it. So it's just a better way for me to control how much I use. So I have some on the back of my hand, and what I'm going to do is take my e.l.f. powder brush, okay, and I'm going to actually stipple it into the product. Now you guys, I will tell you, with this foundation you have to work kind of quick, because in my opinion this foundation dries really quick. Okay, quicker than the Revlon Color Stay, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm just getting some of the product onto the brush. Alright, and I'm going to start on this side of my face, and what I'm going to do is just stipple it on. And you guys, the sun is coming out, so I hope I'm not too washed out. The sun is really bright, so I'm probably washed out more than likely. Okay, so the foundation is on. Now I'm going to just blend it out. Okay, so the foundation is actually on this side, and the sun is really bright, so I hope I'm not washed out, but I don't know if you can see the difference. Like, this side is definitely more even than this side. Okay, this is the side without foundation, this is the side with the foundation. So I absolutely love the Maybelline SuperStay foundation with this brush. It just gives me like a nice flawless application, and I really love it. Okay, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side. Okay, so the foundation is on and I love it. I absolutely love this foundation with this brush. It's absolutely awesome. It's just awesome. It gives me like a nice flawless airbrush look that I love. Now I don't wear this, like I wouldn't wear my face like this every day, just because it just looks too perfect, but it's really good for like going out. Okay, a nice going out foundation type look. For my concealer, I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever full cover concealer in number 18, and actually with this Maybelline SuperStay, it gives you like a full coverage in my opinion. So I actually really don't need concealer, but I'm just going to go ahead and put a little concealer under my eye just to brighten up my eye look. So what I do with my concealer is I just take a little bit of this concealer, and you only need a little, maybe about that much there. Okay, and that's going to be just enough to do both eyes. The brush that I'm going to use today is my e.l.f. angled contour brush. Okay, that looks like this, you guys. And I absolutely love this brush for applying concealer. So what I'm going to do is take the brush and I'm going to dip it into the concealer. Okay, and I'm going to just place it under my eye in a stippling motion. Okay, so you can blend it out with the brush, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is take my finger and just pat it into my skin to blend it in. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So I have my concealer under both eyes. The next thing I'm going to do, you guys, is bronze my skin, because I love to be bronzed winter, spring, summer, fall. Okay, so the bronzer that I'm going to be using today is by Ruby Kisses, and this is their all over glow bronzing cream, and this one is in Golden Goddess. All right, so I'm going to use the same brush, this e.l.f. angled contour brush. Okay, so here's what it looks like, and as you can see, it has like a golden yellowish / reddish undertone, which is really perfect for my skin tone. Okay, so what I do is I take my brush and I dip it into the product, and I get a good amount on the brush, as you guys can see there. Then what I do is I take the product that's on the brush and I dab it on the back of my hand, okay, just to have better control over the product. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the product that's on the brush and I'm going to go right on my cheekbone, and I'm going to stipple this right on my cheekbone like so. Then what I do is I take my fingertip and I just press it into my skin to blend it out. And with this bronzing cream, you can actually build on it. I like to start with a little at a time and build it up, but I don't know if you guys can see like that highlight going on there. I'm going to actually add a little more. Okay, so next I'm going to be setting the concealer as well as the cream bronzer that I just applied, and I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild bronzer. Okay, it's from their Color Icon collection, and this bronzer is called Princess, and I really love it because it has little to no shimmers. Okay, here's what it looks like, little to no shimmers in it, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so the brush that I'm using is by Sonia Kashuk, and what I do is just get a little bit on the brush, alright, and then I tap off the excess and I just go under my eye in a sweeping motion, or you can actually pat it in like so. but I'm just going to sweep a little bit on like this, just back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. Okay, as well as I'm going to get that cream bronzer that I applied. So I'm just putting a little more product on the brush. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm just going to go right on my cheekbone, right over top of that cream bronzer. Okay, just like in a back and forth windshield wiper motion. Okay, and absolutely gorgeous. Can y'all see that glow? Really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side. Okay, y'all, so I have set the concealer and the cream bronzer, and it's just really glowing. I hope you guys can see okay, because this sun is just going in and out, but it's really beautiful. Also, what I do is take a little of the bronzer and I go down the bridge of my nose, okay, as well as my cupid's bow and my chin. Okay, just bronze those areas up a little bit. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is contour, and the reason that I'm going to contour is because I want to bring a little bit dimension back into my face. So what I'm going to use to contour with today, you guys, is my Maybelline eyeshadow. Okay, that looks like this, and this is called Cream de Cocoa, and it's like maybe 2 shades darker, or maybe 1 shade darker than my skin tone. Alright, so I'm just going to take my brush and load it up with some product, tap it off, and I'm just going to contour the hollows of my cheek. And I don't want a harsh contour, so I'm going ever so lightly. Okay, and I'm applying plus blending it out at the same time. So I don't know if you guys can see that, how defined it looks already. So I'm going to go ahead and get this side. Hopefully you guys can see the contour okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my entire face, and what I'm using to do that is my HD setting powder by Ruby Kisses. Alright, and it looks like this. Okay, just like a white powder. So normally what I do is just put a little bit into the top of my cap. This powder, you only need a very little, very little. If you put too much, you will definitely have a white cast over your face, and you don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to use this powder brush by Sonia Kashuk, large powder brush, and what I'm going to do is just dip the tip of my brush into the product, just going like back and forth. Okay, to get some of the product on the brush. Alright, so I'm going to now just tap it off, the excess. So this is all you need, you guys. This is it to set your entire face. So what I do is take the powder and I just dot it on to both my cheeks, and then my nose, my forehead, my chin, and my neck. Alright, and then I just blend it all up. Okay everyone, so that is it. This is the final look. I hope that you like it. Yes, I absolutely love this Maybelline SuperStay with this e.l.f. powder brush. It just gives me like a nice flawless look. I love it. Okay, and I decided to throw in a little extra for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, please do comment down below. I will get back with you. Also, do video responses. Let us see how you apply your liquid foundation and what type of brushes you like to use. I hope that this video helped. I hope that you did gain something from it. Please do rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you to pieces. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next video.